Mate, do you know what my worst injury is?
Go on.
I broke my back.
You broke your back?
Yeah, mate, I was one vertebrae from being paralysed, apparently. My dad was like, just get up. Like, I'm sick of you being injured, just get up. Yeah, I'm like, my back. Mate, my dad, made me walk around on this back for like 2-3 weeks. And I was like...
You got to do it in his accent there.
He went, I have a boy, just get up now. Yeah.
This episode may contain some swearing. I mean, it might not, but chances are probably will.
Definitely, probably will.
I'm so excited to speak about this. I'm so excited to speak about this.
Go on.
That picture I sent you.
Yeah.
Weird picture.
Weird. Yeah.
Did not expect to see that picture.
How did you find that picture?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it was a while ago now.
Yeah, I don't know how I found it.
Yeah.
But I found it nonetheless.
Not going to lie, when you sent me it.
You were a bit worried about who it was.
No. I was like, why are you looking at me again naked?
Naked. I know. But for some reason, what I've realised is that you could potentially be the key to the biggest football transfer of the summer.
Yeah.
Tell everyone.
I actually feel like an agent, mate.
Yeah, well, tell everyone in this room and tell the person listening who you are with in that picture.
The mighty Viktor Gyökeres, mate.
Viktor Gyökeres.
Yeah.
Right. Now,
just quickly, before this...
Yeah, go on.
So this picture is me in a sauna with
Gyökeres,
yeah. And it was in Sweden, and I was in the sauna, and I've known Viktor Gyökeres because he played for Coventry, right?
Yeah.
Then he went to Lisbon.
Yeah.
And in the sauna, and it was all steamed up, and all I heard was, Dom. Like that.
No, he called you.
Yeah. I went, Dom. And I went, who the hell is this? Through the smoke, and it was Victor, and he's like, yes, Tom. And I was like, yes, mate, what are you saying? And we was chatting about like football, and mate, he has scored so many goals in the past 2 years.
It's outrageous.
It's unbelievable.
He is like,
and now he's worth so much money.
Well, this is the deal, right? So look, if you listen to this and you have no idea who this person is, so he is like the name of this summer. Like, there's a transfer window in football, and like obviously, like all the teams want to buy him now, right? Every news outlet is trying to figure out what is going on. Is he going to my team? Is he going to Arsenal? Is he going to Man United? You know, where is he going to go? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, there's a picture of you, and now you're best mates with him.
Yeah. Well, I know him really. I know him well. Yeah.
Well, we've got to find out.
Well, I actually messaged him, and I said,
"You did?"
Yeah. After you sent me the thing, I was like, "Go on, give me the news." Yeah. And he said that there's different conversations going on.
Oh.
So.
What, he actually replied to you on it?
Yeah. So,
oh my God.
So different conversations. But my brain is saying he'll probably go to United. Again, though, like going to Arsenal, that's unreal at the moment, aren't they? Even though I hate to say it, but you are really good. You need a striker.
Can you just tell him to come to Arsenal?
I'd rather him go
to United.
To United.
No.
Yeah, but I'll give him a little nod.
So
like,
his word is,
can I take 2% of the deal if you go to Arsenal? Yeah.
There is going to come a point in this podcast over the next couple of weeks where I will voice note him.
Yeah.
And I will say, it's
come
on.
to Arsenal.
If he comes to Arsenal, we've got to get him on the podcast.
Oh, mate, 100%. What a player, by the way.
Are you on texting terms or DM terms?
No, like voice notes and all that kind of stuff.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Got his number in that. Look at me, got his number in that. But yeah, he's
Why am I so jealous?
I don't know.
Mate.
Yeah, but he's sound. And
God, tell him to come to Arsenal.
Yeah. Do you know who his best friend is?
Who?
Haaland, yeah. So I saw when I saw Haaland in the Coventry City.
Well, he's going to go to Man United,
like,
then, isn't he?
That is why I think he'll go to United, because he'll be next door to Haaland, won't he?
So welcome to the podcast. We've already established who the man sat opposite me is. The best friend of Sporting Lisbon star Viktor Gyökeres. And also on a soccer aid level, the only man that I know to have switched international sides as frequently as Declan Rice.
Yes.
You went from World 11 to England.
I did. And beside me is a man who plays for World 11. But actually, I don't know why.
well, I was born in LA.
Really?
It's very showbiz.
Yeah, I was about to say, why does that shock me? But
Yeah.
it shouldn't really.
I haven't said your name either. Tom Grennan.
Roman Kemp.
Yeah, there you go. What, you never knew that? Well, you didn't know I was born in LA?
I think I knew you were born in America, but not LA, no.
Yeah, showbiz.
Yeah.
Basically, my dad was doing a movie. My dad was doing a movie in LA at the time, and they were like properly living out there.
Really?
I was born. My mum came on the plane when she was like 8 months pregnant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She said she put like, because there was like no real checks and stuff.
Yeah.
Like she just put a load of coats over her, like holding it.
How long did you live out there then?
Back and forth between LA and London till I was about 2.
Did you have an American accent?
No.
No.
I did all schooling stuff was all in England.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah. Like, no way. But Harley, actually, my sister lived out there longer than me, obviously.
Did she have an American accent?
No. But
imagine how different your life would be if you stayed in America.
I know. But I had an American passport until literally like last year.
Why'd you get rid of it?
I didn't want to get. I didn't feel. I'm not American.
Fair.
And it was one of those things, you know, when you're just like,
yeah,
I've got 2 passports. It just felt long.
I've just got my Irish passport.
That's a good one to have.
Oh, it's amazing.
That's a good one to have.
No queuing. Oof.
But I did have to, you know, I just wanted to give it up, and I was like, you know, I'm not really a part of this or anything. All my family are English. That's who I am.
Yeah. Last season.
No, yeah, last season. yeah. It was a long year.
That tackle, mate. I've mentioned it already on national radio.
You gave me the best bit of PR I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
On Radio 1.
It was national radio, and I said, Roman Kemp, I thought you were a pro.
You've done soccer aid together, right?
Yeah. Against each other. Yeah. Loved it. He, to be fair to him, he put the biggest. I was through on goal, and put the biggest challenge in, and I thought it was a pro behind me, and then I looked up and it's Roman Kemp, and I was gutted.
That's the best thing that's ever been said about me.
I was like, no way.
I thought it was a pro.
I did, because how good the tackle was, honestly.
Of all the people though, you didn't want to tackle you at that
It
moment.
was you. Yeah. I don't know how happy you were with that tackle.
I was buzzing.
That's like scoring a goal though. When you put in a great challenge like that, that's better than scoring a goal actually.
Absolutely. But for me, like I genuinely love defending.
Me too. If I score, we've got to make a celebration just so you. Little cello, yeah.
Little custom. What are we trying to do though? Are we just trying to plug the pod or
plug the pod? And just my appreciation to you. Maybe I'll do a little rowing action.
Okay.
You like that?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Go on, what
that's
else
not
you got
bad.
for me?
Another little one. You could give it the old phone.
Oh yeah.
I get a little phone like that.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of a into the camera. You about?
Or even
see, that's a good plug for the pod.
Or just wear a t-shirt underneath my shirt.
Oh my god!
And just pull it up. You about or what,
mate?
Yeah.
Or imagine the weirdness that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
If you just had a picture of me naked
on the front of the t-shirt.
On the front of a t-shirt.
Oh, sound.
All right. Well, we'll have to work on something.
We'll work that one out.
We'll figure it out before you go.
We ain't got long though, so we better get on that.
Yeah. Well, I have noticed you've brought your golden boot in.
Yeah, mate. 2 on the bounce, mate. 2 on the bounce.
Yeah. What I will say is I gave that to everyone.
Did you get that as well?
I've got that.
Oh, all right, fair.
No.
Well,
it's I mean, it looks nice.
Killed the whole dream.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
But
it is. Do you have that in the house though?
I don't have it in the house.
You're lying.
I don't have it in the house. I swear on my life.
Where'd you have it then?
Do you know why? Because it broke.
Really?
Mine broke.
Gutted.
Yeah. Mine's probably made of plastic. Yours is
to be
gold.
fair though, when I say 2 on the bounce, I got man of the match twice on the bounce, right?
It is good.
It's amazing.
It is good.
And man of the match at the London Stadium.
Yeah.
And at Old Trafford.
You scored a good goal at the London Stadium.
Yeah, it was decent, wasn't it?
You scored really good. Who did you take the ball past at the end?
Martin Compton.
Slow.
Yeah, but
you've looked at him.
I got pace though, so
that's what I mean. But you've looked at Martin and gone any form of pace. Any form of pace. He's done.
Just put the left hand on him, shrugged him, bang, gone.
Yeah. Martin, great player.
Yeah, really
good
player.
Heavy tackle.
Yeah.
But slow.
Yeah, he was injured last year as well, which I thought this could help me.
Yeah, but you got absolutely binned by Evra.
Mate, every year, Evra has a vendetta on me, man. And I remember the year we played, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, the year before, big challenge, and he snapped my ankle. Didn't break it, but snapped it big time.
Yeah.
Came back, and he did it again. And I was down, and he went, Tom, you cannot handle it like this, yeah.
Good impression. Yeah.
And I went, and I stood up here and I went, Evra, try me now, like that, yeah. And it was just a constant battle. But it turns out the challenge he put on me last year,
Yeah.
again, I did my ankle and I never got it fixed. Never got it. I never like paid attention to it, but it was there and it was sore. And then I ended up getting it looked at, and I did actually tear my tendon all the way from like 8 centimeters up to down, mate. So,
as much as that is sad,
yeah.
I do like that in Soccer Aid, everyone does go for it though.
Yeah.
Like everyone properly goes for it.
Yeah.
I remember I said it to Sam Thompson.
What did you say to him?
So before the game, because Sam, I don't know if you know, like Sam has always done this thing saying that I'm his nemesis.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's always said it. He goes, he has his podcast and the thing with Pete, and they always chat about saying how I'm his nemesis. And he was like, and he was saying to me, he was like,
are we now nemesis with them too?
Well, I don't know, but like, he's like,
battle.
He kept saying to me, every job I try and go for, you get it. I was like, no, I don't. Like,
really?
So he's built it up in his head, right? He's built it up in his head. You know, it's this whole thing within their podcast. And I seen him before Soccer Aid, and I was just like, just to let you know, like,
I'm going for it.
Yeah, like I swear to God, we'd been, you know what it's like, training, everyone's laughing, all this type of stuff. And then when we were lining up in the tunnel, Sam Thompson was next to me, and I completely changed like face.
Talk to me.
Yeah,
you went Roy Keane and everyone.
Yeah, I went Roy Keane, right? Vieira, right? And I've looked at Sam, and I just went, just to let you know, the second you get the ball, I'm going through you.
Yeah.
Right. And then literally, I think it's 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
I think it's 2 minutes into the game. He gets the ball like right in front of me, and I shouted at him, and I just went, "This is it, by the way." And then he tried to go past me, bro. I've just absolutely launched him. Him and I are both like in the air at one point. We just absolutely smashed into each other. But it's good fun, man. Like, it is good fun. We were both laughing and like, you know.
Mate, he's gone in on this year though. He's like ripped up massive now.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got.
Well, he may or may not have a teammate that.
Yeah. Thing is though, he's now my nemesis. So Sam, if you're listening.
Oh, there you go. But you're on the same team.
Yeah, I know, but it's the battle of the podcast now,
isn't it? No. Big question.
Mm-hmm.
Injury.
Yeah. I'm a bit nervous, man. Yeah, it's sore, man. Not going to lie. I'm in physio like twice a week.
Because it is serious, isn't it? I mean, you've done...
Mate, it was major surgery, man. Like, big tear in my tendon. And obviously now the aim is Soccer Aid to get back for that. And hopefully I do. I usually do 90 minutes as well. I don't know if I've got that in me.
What about on stage, though? Do you not worry about it?
Well, yeah. Like, again, last year I had to do shows in a boot. And obviously if this...
Oh, yeah, you were doing the old move.
Yeah. And obviously if I injure it again, then I've got a massive tour coming up in September. And I would rather not do it in a boot, to be honest. So that's why I've kind of got to listen to my body. I never really do listen to my body either.
But I want it to get better because I think we've found a new string to your bow.
What's that?
Backflips.
Backflips, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You told me the other day.
Yeah.
About the backflips.
Have you not seen me? I'll show you a video. I put down like a little mat and I just did it straight off the back. Like,
what, first go?
Yeah. First go. Just
what, planted, landed?
No, landed like on my like shoulder. So this is my attempt one.
I remember this. That is horrendous.
Horrendous. Attempt 2, not that bad.
Why are you trying to like go sideways?
But just so I know, just so I can like test the water. Attempt 4, nearly.
Is this all in the same day?
Yeah, this is one after the other.
Are you sure you haven't checked if you're Spider-Man?
Check that.
I don't think I would ever be able to do a backflip.
Why?
I'm too gangly.
Yeah, you are gangly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've got long legs and like...
See, I'm quite small, so I've got like...
You're compact.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm nearer to the floor as well. You're tall, man.
No, but I just think your legs are the right length. Your torso is the right length. Proportionately, you're right.
Most gymnasts are quite small, so I'll take that.
See, that's what you wouldn't do. See, backflips on stage, man.
I know, but
it's an easy
Boone
win.
Does it now, doesn't he?
So?
I know, but if I do a backflip...
Who's he?
Well,
that's what I mean.
say.
But I think if we could really add this...
Yeah?
You know...
I would love to do a backflip off a drum kit or something like that on stage. It'd be wicked. Like you say, it's an easy win. Isn't it?
It's an easy win.
Yeah.
If people aren't feeling the song,
I know. Just backflip.
Just backflip.
Yeah.
Everyone's clapping.
Yeah.
Wow. No reason. But we've got to get the ankle better.
If you have you ever seen what's his name from JLS do a backflip?
Aston,
and he messes it up.
No.
At the O2.
Has he messed it up?
Fell on his neck. Oh. And it looked so sore. But not only that, you're in front of 20,000 people doing that.
You are the most injury-prone person I know.
I am.
Because every time I ask you to play football...
I know, man.
I don't know if you're trying to avoid it.
No, I'm not.
But it feels like you're trying to avoid it. But literally, the last 6 times I've asked you to play...
And now I've realised as well, you've stopped giving me the shout as well.
I've stopped giving you the shout because I know you're injured.
You've had some bad injuries as well, though, innit?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I am injury prone as well.
Yeah.
Like, I've snapped my ankle 3 times. Mm-hmm. Well, both ankles. The last time I did it, disgusting.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what you had to have. Didn't you have like metal plates and stuff in your ankle?
Well, that's what they wanted to do. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to put, because like now my ankles are 2 different sizes, but instead I went with the injections, the little steroid injections instead. Mate, this one was so minging. If you're a bit queasy, don't listen to this.
Yeah.
But so I'm playing football. Mm-hmm. And by the way, every injury comes from football.
Oh mate, that's why like I can't play football.
Every injury.
Yeah.
So I was playing. It came to like a 50-50 challenge. If you don't know what 50-50 challenge is, if you're listening to it, it's like you're both approaching the ball at the exact same time. So we're both approaching the ball at the exact same time. I've somehow just got there just before. So I've kicked the ball with my right foot, but this other fella has come into me on his and gone like under my left foot. My left foot has bent so much that it's ended up like that my ankle bone has smashed against my shin to fracture my shin. Yeah. And just completely just wobbled, right? Spaghetti, gone.
Yeah. Is that your worst injury you've ever had?
That was the worst one I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was absolutely... Actually, this one was worse. When I was 16,
yeah,
I was playing and I think it was school football or something, or Sunday. Mm. And I remember my dad was there and I had my both feet planted in the ground. Mm. And obviously you were wearing studs, right? And like when we were younger, like studs were a lot longer.
Yeah.
Metal studs.
Unreal studs though.
Yeah, unreal. Yeah, studs. Exactly. Yeah. So then studs down.
Yeah.
I've gone to turn. As I've gone to turn, tackles come in. He's like scissor crunched me like from both sides. My feet stayed where they were. Both kneecaps went like that. And my whole body's moved.
Oh.
I passed out.
I bet.
I passed out. All I can remember is my dad then carrying me off the pitch and looking down at both my knees, and my kneecaps were on the wrong side.
Oh, mate. Do you know what my worst injury is?
Go on.
I broke my back.
You broke your back?
Yeah, mate. I was 1 vertebrae from being paralysed, apparently.
What?
Yeah.
When was this?
When I was about 15 as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. We had like a garden trampoline. You know them trampolines in the garden had a net round them.
Death traps.
Death traps. We used to play like wrestling and all that kind of stuff on them.
DDTs,
619s, all sorts of swanton bombs and all that. Yeah. And I was actually pretending like to be Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Don't know why I'm doing that at 15, but I was still loving Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Anyway, the garden net the trampoline, had a net, and the net had a hole in it. I've done a front flip, come off the trampoline, out the hole, and fell onto a tree stump where my dad had cut down a tree. And I just remember going, and my back just went, mate. And I was like, and I thought I couldn't move. And
you get winded as well?
Winded, yeah.
Yeah.
And I like turned over and I crawled into the house, yeah. Because I was so injury prone, my dad was like, just get up. Like, I'm sick of you being injured, just get up. Yeah. And I'm like, my back. Mate, my dad, yeah, made me walk around on this back for like 2-3 weeks. And I was like...
You got to do it in his accent there.
He went, for fuck's sake, boy, just get up now. Yeah. And walking around on his back, and I was like, Dad, you're going to have to take me to hospital, man.
Yeah.
Gone to hospital. And they were like, why have you not come in?
Yeah.
I'm like, he wouldn't let me. And my dad then got pulled in. Like, my dad... They
called it social service.
Yeah, they thought I was being abused.
Oh my God.
Bless him, man. But I wasn't being abused. And they were like, if you'd have come in, he'd have been strung up in a bed But mate, that was the worst injury I've ever had.
Oh,
I know. Each week, obviously, we look at each other's calendars, but we're already onto the topic of football and Soccer Aid, and that's what's happening. But who do you reckon is the best player you played with there?
What? At Soccer Aid?
Yeah. Where you've gone, that is the ledge.
Jack Wilshere is very good.
Do you know what, man? Unbelievable.
Jack Wilshere is very good.
He could still play.
And you know, like, again, I don't want to bring this up, but it is a fascination, right?
Yeah.
When you do Soccer Aid, why is it always me bringing this up? But I always think, when you're in the showers afterwards.
Yeah. I know. This is where, like, again, we've spoken about it in another podcast, but you have to have the confidence against all these professional footballers who've been around the changing rooms forever.
Yeah.
Do you get your knob out or not?
It's, mate, honestly,
I know.
that's the most intimidating part of Soccer Aid.
Yeah.
Is the showers.
Yeah. 100%. Do you get your knob out?
Well,
I'm like, fuck it. Just do it.
That's the thing. I always say that about Soccer Aid. It's like, it's all fun until you have to go in the showers with the footballers.
Do you know what the weirdest thing has ever happened to me at Soccer Aid, right?
What?
Roberto Carlos
Yeah.
and Cafu.
Yeah. So you got legendary Brazilian players.
Obviously, they don't speak great English.
Yeah, nah.
So Roberto, first name.
Your mate.
Basis.
Yeah, your mate. Yeah.
My mate, Roberto.
RC, yeah.
His like interpreter, his name's Paul, came over and he was like, Roberto would love to get out and take you for some food and that. I was like, really? And I was like, they were like, yeah. Like, we're gonna leave and we're gonna go to Chelsea. We're gonna go to this like really nice restaurant called Gola.
Right.
Have you been there?
Nah.
Mate, top food, right?
Right.
Anyway, I was like, yeah, sound, all right, wicked, let's go. I thought like everyone was going.
Yeah.
And it was literally just me, Roberto, Cafu, and Paul, interpreter. And we went to this restaurant.
Wait, why?
Don't know. Do not know.
Why did you not ask this question?
Well, Roberto.
Did they think you were like One Direction?
They must have.
Are they fans?
Roberto really loved my music, and Cafu really loved my music. I think the night before I pulled out a guitar as well, so I was singing in the party and that, and they must have been like, yeah, he's pretty good or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, sat down, had loads of food, had loads of wine, and Roberto sat one end, I'm sat in the other, Paul's in the middle, and I'm speaking to Paul, and Roberto's speaking to Paul, and we're like communicating through this one guy.
Yeah,
mate. I heard every story under the book of like when they won the World Cup, when like Ronaldo number 9 Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Ronaldo when he got ill or something?
He had an epileptic fit.
Epileptic fit.
Roberto Carlos found him.
Yeah. Well, he was sharing a room with him.
Yeah.
So he was there whilst it was all happening. He was basically telling me the story about all that. He was telling me the story about like when he scored that free kick, what the feeling was like. He was talking to me about Madrid.
Mate, we need to use this. Why do footballers love you?
I have no idea.
Why don't they love me?
Do you know why though? Do you know why? It's because I'm a player. That's why.
Because you used to play for Luton.
Because I used to play for Luton. Right, I bought a board.
Love it.
In that box down there is a bunch of celebrities.
Okay.
Ultimate celebrity side.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is a bit of me. I didn't think you'd have a tactics board.
Yeah, man. Always got a tactics board, mate.
Okay. All right. So,
shall I pull first?
Go on, you pull first.
All right, cool. Let's see what's happening over here.
Who we got? Who's your first one?
Do you know what? That is so mad that I've pulled him, yeah? Because I was like thinking, if I pull this person,
yeah,
where would I put him? Boom. Lewis Capaldi.
Lewis Capaldi.
Lewis Capaldi.
Where are you putting him?
I'm putting him in goal.
In goal?
Yeah. I think he'd be a good keeper.
Are you putting him there because you don't think he can play, or are you putting him there?
No, I think Lewis could probably have a good go at it.
Big Celtic fan.
Great club.
Mm.
I think he'd be a good keeper.
Yeah, you want to put him in goal?
I'm going to put him in goal, yeah.
I mean, Lewis is a laugh.
Yeah.
Is that your thinking?
I think, yeah, for me, he's making people laugh. He's getting in people's heads. He's very good at like...
I don't think he'd be worried about a challenge either.
Not worried about a challenge. Exactly. So put Lewis up top in goal.
Capaldi, goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be offended by that. We might have to ask him.
Why? Why would he be offended?
Well, it might be like, why are you sticking me in goal?
Well, some people might say being a goal is the most important job on the field.
Right. Next up.
Go on, then.
Oh.
You got?
Oh. Noel Gallagher.
Noel Gallagher.
Weird that I've picked his nemesis.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Because they don't like each other.
Maybe stick him up top.
Yeah, just on the opposite, complete opposite
end of the field.
Yeah, because these two don't really, Lewis Capaldi and Noel Gallagher don't really get on.
No.
Well, I don't think they do. I didn't know if it was like all a sham.
Probably all a show, wasn't it? But it was great.
Yeah, you probably want them as far away as possible. They're not going to be getting, if I put Noel in defence, they're not going to be chatting to each other, really.
No.
So we've got to put, because of Lewis Capaldi, we've got to put Noel bang up top.
Scoring goals, though?
Well, he's old, isn't he? So realistically, you're like, you're not going to stick him in midfield.
Yeah.
He might do a bit in defence.
Yeah.
But I'd rather just have him up top.
Yeah. Just feeding the ball.
Yeah, feeding the ball. Exactly. Just hope he's in the right place.
I tell you what, obviously I want to build the rest of this team, so I reckon we do this on the bonus track.
Yeah.
Yeah?
All right.
All right, cool.
Okay. Well, thanks very much for listening. If you want to see the rest of our Celebrity 11 and who we think could win the World Cup of Celebs, tune into the bonus episode on Friday.
Wherever you get your podcasts.